and they end up in the end zone.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to sack him for a loss of 6. They'll look to throw. Finding room at the 30. And he's got his man on the out route. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And he will find his man on the outside. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Defense showing blitz. They'll look to throw here on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a big hit. Knocked down sideways. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. He'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Let's go. What? 90. Here we go. What? 90. Flex round. Flex round.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Finds a seam inside the 40. Taking it right down Broadway. 34 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Green 90. Green 90.
Now Bortles on the bootleg. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Play action. Now it's Bortles. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Charles, that's an important third down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on 4th down, that's big for the defense.
A first update now from Cleveland, and it's an early lead there for the Saints. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
And the D looking like they may blitz.
Come on, let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A nice gain of 21 yards. Now a handoff as they run left side. Powerful running. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
And now here's a carry heading left. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a play fake here on first down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Seated to my right, Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Toronto football. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back to throw here. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Past the 20. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Now a play fake. Bortles trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go. 390. 390.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On play action, it's Bortles. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now this offense about ready to take over again. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. With that matchup, adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion. Now a handoff as they run left side. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now a handoff looking right. Room here to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And now here's a carry heading left. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They're going to run this with a tight end. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack, I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. 88 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They're in the second quarter at Heinz Field, and the Bucs are out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more after this. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now a handoff as they run left side. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They're going to look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. On play action, they'll throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Garrett Swanson now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Bortles. Wide open receiver complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Bortles now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Bortles to throw on second down. Dumps it off to Fournette. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. He's going to air one out. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. You folks don't know what you're missing. You're missing Larry Ridley. Ready to get back, though, to this Week 2 matchup. Let's get to it. Second quarter in Cleveland, and it's an early lead there for the Saints. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Dante Fowler in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Yannick Ngakoue in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Shift together here from the D-line. Again, it's Fournette. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Shotgun now for Bortles. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Now back to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a 1st down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a 3rd down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. third down, Fournette. And an alley to run. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Elsewhere, a third-quarter score. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a handoff as they run left side. Finding some room at midfield. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So it'll be first down here after the run. And now here's a carry heading left. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now they try the right side here. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And he'll be knocked down sideways, right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
The offense on third down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw, and that is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Let's go!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue getting him once again. His 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Come on, let's go! Ohio, let's go!
He'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Third down. It's King, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. This offense so far on third down, just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. Here it's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Call it a pickup of 7. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Now a handoff looking right. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 41 yards. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a handoff as they run left side. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Back to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now another timeout called for by the offense as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
A handoff to Fournette. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Bortles with a knee to the ground, and that should do it. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for Jacksonville, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.